All right, I believe we're live. Oh boy, this is gonna be I just my apologies if you hear any clicking. I'm just configuring some stuff on my console, just doing some stuff on there. I'm most likely maybe getting myself a bit of gaming in, and there's probably a dog barking now right as I go live, so that's cool. But anyway, so yeah, I made my community post, and I'll continue to make more. Um, So Usman fought that other British dude who I don't need to mention because I don't mention bitch ass people, so that's all good. But um, yeah, man, they had the fight. I didn't watch it live. I was actually at the gym. I chose not to watch it live. I couldn't bring myself to do it because it's all a bunch of bullshit. Um, and this is not a whole breakdown of it. This is just I don't know. This will probably be a shorter one, but I would probably say that it was definitely wise for me not to watch it live because I was at the gym. So yeah. Okay, so after I came back from the gym, like an hour or two after it actually officially finished, I found the fight online. I watched it for free, but I actually watched the Gaethje Fiziev fight first. Just just because I wanted to. See how that played out because I saw that Gaethje had won. I actually checked the results before I watched them, so I saw that Edwards got decision, Justin Gaethje got decision, and shout out to Marvin Vettori. Good to see him back. That's good. So yeah. I know I'm saying a lot of the U and the M together, but I'm not mad, guys. And again, people out here making videos, making Twitter posts. It's cool. Keep that same energy. Make sure you keep it all the way through. Not just for one guy, but for everyone. Because as far as I'm concerned, Usman got robbed. And, take what I think out of the way. The fight shows it. I don't make comments like this based off of me, feeling a certain way about someone I support. I said before this, not publicly, but behind the scenes, I said, look, whatever the outcome is whatever it is. Would I hope he'd win? Would it be good for him to win? Yes, because it's a guy I support. But I also said the guy was shot for years on end. Well, not for years on end. That's incorrect. I said he was shot in 2021. But apart from that, I don't think that, it was even enough for Mr. Peon, I'll call him, today to win. Because as far as I'm concerned, guys, you're not going overseas to win, especially in the UK. Like, I'd rather fight in Russia than the UK. I'd rather fight in the Ukraine, Kazakhstan, Mongolia, like those sorts of places. I'd rather go there. I'd rather go to Mexico to fight. Because the UK is just, for me, they have the worst refs. Even if you're not a ref from there, you're influenced some way or another from your experience and just the way you do things and just from being enthralled in the culture there during fight week. There's that, and then there's just so much. I don't want to get into it too much, but again, I'll keep them coming and I'm sure I'll rattle a couple trolls, but again, that there's no point really because it's unproductive on both ends. But I do love agitating you fuckers because at the end of the day, you guys hold this guy up in such high esteem for beating Usman, and in the same breath you say that he sucks, head kick, kill shot, this and that. Your boy lost today. Really, I mean, first round jack shit. I got this idiot inviting me on my game. Freaking wants me to join his crew. But, jack shit in the first round, some kicks. Okay. That, then, second round, you got to take it down. Go walk down again. Third round, grab the fence. Grab the fence again. Grabbed it again. You guys will say jack shit about that. He grabbed the fence, dude. And he did it more than once. And then the ref didn't allow the original position to be assumed or resumed, sorry. I say assumed because you would assume Herb Dean, bitch-ass Dean, would put him back in the position to do it. But he didn't do it. He didn't do it at all. Hello, Mike. He didn't put them back in the fucking position on the fence, which you have to do. You have to do it, but he didn't do it. But people out here like Joe Rogan want to say that Herb's the best, Herb's the best, Herb's the best, this and that. Herb's the best. Herb is shit. None of these refs are good. And it spans across all combat sports, dude. None of them are good. None of them are good at all. None of them. And this is an American ref in the UK. And that's why I said before, it doesn't even matter if the ref is from the UK or not. Because once they get there and they're enthralled and they go on their fucking social media and they read comments and they see videos, this is the shit that they say. You said 3 low blows too. But that, I counted like 4, I think. 3 or 4. It was around there. It was probably 3, maybe 4. But, you know, there's that, which stopped the action. And when you get hit there, your energy saps immediately because that part of your body is not meant to get hit like that. Like that exact part. Like forget like your ribs and your lungs and your belly. Like lower at the groin area, that's not meant to get hit because that's pretty much where the lower half is meeting the top half of the body. It's a very important part of the area on an anatomy sort of an anatomical sort of basis. So he hit him low 3 fucking times with different kicks, bear in mind, which were all, in my opinion, couldn't have all been accidental because when you kick, you're meant to sweep the fucking thing. Sweep the fucking thing, dude. Like, he's sweeping the damn kick and he's still getting low blowed because the guy's kicking there intentionally. Then he eye poked him and then Usman resumed because Herb didn't see it. Then the fucking fence grab, which happened more than once, that shit happened. More than once. And they didn't resume the position. He took a point only because of the fucking, the low blow. He didn't really, you know, account for much at all earlier on. So he thought, oh, pressure's on. I gotta take a point here. If you gotta take a point, you might as well take 2. Like, these scorecards are fucking ridiculous, dude. Like, so they gave Edwards round 1, they gave him round 2, then they deducted the point, and they scored it a fucking draw. One judge scored it a draw, 9-9. Then one judge scored it a 10-8. Then one judge scored it a 10-8 again. Round 4 they gave to Usman on 1, and then round 5 they gave to Leon. So all the judges, well, 2 of the judges gave Usman 1 round. So one of them gave him round 3, one of them gave him round 4. And then the last one that scored a draw, yellow judge, David Lethabi, whatever, scored 2 rounds to Usman, rounds 2 and rounds 3. So they scored a 48-46 for Ben Cartledge, who's a bitch-ass judge. He's shit. 48-46. 48-46, Chris Lee, who's shit as well. And then David Lethabi, I've never heard of him. He scored at a draw. But there's a fucking point deduction. So they had him winning by a very wide margin. They had Leon winning. He did fucking nothing. He did nothing. Now everyone's talking about leg kicks. You want to talk about leg kicks. I mean, when it's a John Jones fight against Thiago Santos or Dominic Reyes or even Gustafsson, you know, y'all don't want to talk about kicks. You know, you don't want to talk about kicks and how the other guy gets robbed or, you know, should win a round. I mean, who else is there? Fucking, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of what other, like, notable kickers there are. Because you can't say Edson Barboza because he just gets finished. Oh, actually, yeah, today in the Gaethje fight, when he was landing kicks, no one was saying those were good at all. But they were doing more fucking damage than all the kicks Fiziev was doing. At least to the leg, that is. You know? At least to the leg, that is. But, you know, when it's Edwards, oh, it matters so much. So you mean to tell me he won the whole fight? This guy won the whole fight because he landed leg kicks. He barely landed punches. He barely landed elbows. He landed one knee straight in the forehead, and yeah, it wobbled Usman for like a half a second, but he fucking walked forward and shook it off, you know? And then he was landing body kicks, which were okay to be fair, but they were getting swept. Not all of them were getting caught clean on Usman's end. So those were getting defended or partially defended, right? And then most of the head kicks were blocked, and the ones that did land clean, I'm talking clean, back of the head, or side, not back of the head, but, you know, side of the head, it curls in. It did nothing to Usman. So when you fuckers say that it wasn't a fluke the first time, yeah, the fuck it was, because the same shit landed again and it did nothing. Except on that night, there was some bullshit, obviously. You know? Take it for what you will. You know? Guys, you can't have it both ways. You can't say in one separate fight that the kicks don't matter. Like the Poirier fight. Like you guys say that, you know, the Poirier fight against McGregor, his leg kicks mattered so much. But I kid you not, when every other fucking fight Poirier has had, when it's come down to leg kicking to the body, you guys have had jack shit to say. I mean, there's been fights that Ngannou has had. You guys don't call this leg kick, you know? I mean, who else is there? I'm thinking of bigger weights, you know? Or when it's Adesanya, you want to call leg kicks, but when it's Fajeda kicking Adesanya in the leg, you don't want to call the leg kick. There's a fucking bias, and there's just a play everywhere, man. Fucking everywhere. It's so bullshit. Like, that's just what it is, you know? I'm not even mad. I know I'm raising my voice and everything, but I'm cool. I'm cool, man. I'm absolutely fine. I knew Usman would lose after 2021. I picked him to lose to Leon, just not in that manner, because he was winning the whole fucking fight pretty much. And this fight, he went over to London, which was a big mistake anyway. And I mean, the guy could barely control it after it, getting the post-fight speech, because he was probably about to cry or, you know, probably say some shit, but, you know, he held it in, which I don't think he should have done. I think he should have been a bad sport. Fuck the other dude. Don't show sportsmanship. That's some other bullshit people are saying. Like, oh, he carried himself like a true champion. All right, cool, man. If that's the case, then tell me what Leon was doing when Usman walked up right to his face at the start of the fight, doing gun signs, pulling his finger back like it was a gun trigger. Huh? Is this Masvidal 2.0 or something? They're all fucking gangsters, these people. You notice? They're all hard and tough. They're all gangsters. But when they get in that fucking cage, oh, mate, they're fucking running all around the ring, landing jack shit, barely able to defend takedowns. And again, why was he able to defend in the 5th round against the takedowns? He still got taken down, bear in mind. But why was he able to get taken down? Because the dude is 6'2", fighting at welterweight, looking like a middleweight, against an old guy that's tired. I mean, you can't make this shit up, dude. Like, honestly, it's just ridiculous at this point. It was ridiculous anyway. But it's no surprise. It's all a bunch of BS, you know? Couldn't give two shits about Colby fighting Leon next. I don't care about that at all. You know? I don't care what Tyron Woodley's got to say. He already fucking got his ass whooped by Usman and made all the fucking excuses after about, oh, I didn't feel myself. It felt like a nightmare. He's got a legacy off me now. Bitch ass. You got fucking whooped after all the shit you talked at that press conference. You got the shit beat out of you. You didn't win a fucking second of that fight at all. And then you try to find a way to run it back cheaply. Instead, you got blasted by all these other fuckers that got beat by Usman, or you lost the guys that were even worse that got beat by those other guys. You keep getting knocked out by fucking TikTokers and YouTubers, going face first on the floor for a paycheck, and mind your own fucking business, because I don't want to hear a peep out of it. You know Colby's going to talk shit, because that's just how he is. I don't care if he says anything. You know, it's all a play. Leon's a bitch, and that's just what it is. That guy's a coward for life. the fact that I used to support him a bit makes me feel dumb. I don't care if Jorge says anything because Jorge is fighting Burns next. Burns talks shit. You know, the guy has 1 minute that guy acts like he's got the perfect understanding of the English language, and then when he's called out on bullshit he's talking, he wants to act like he didn't know what someone's talking about. So there's that. I don't know who else is saying stuff, honestly. Guys from other weight divisions who have nothing to do with the guy and nothing to do with the division at all. So, you know, it's all good, man. You know, it's all good. You guys got what you wanted. You know, Usman's lost twice now. His career's over. There's no coming back. It's pointless to continue. He's actually beat everyone put in front of him. Everyone. Just about. Including the guy that you supposedly lost to today, tonight, wherever you are in the world. You know, so who's he going to fight, geniuses out there? Who's Usman going to fight? You know, who is he going to fight out there? You can't fight Luke because he's a bum ass. You can't fight Jeff Neal because he got knocked out. They're not going to risk it against Shavkat unless they get confident and say, oh, we'll take him. We'll take Usman because Usman's shot. Who else is there in the division? He beat Burns, he beat Jorge, he beat Colby, he beat Leon already. He beat him today anyway. Who else he beat? He beat Jorge Masvidal, obviously. Stephen Thompson? For fucking what? What are you fighting Stephen Thompson for? That guy's 40 years old. And he'll probably lose to him because Stephen's got more in the tank. He's much healthier. And he's bigger. And he's got a style like that can tease, you know, that can upset. There's no point. I would love to know how many fights the guy has left on his contract. I'm sure there's a few people out there that will be inquisitive about it. You know? But yeah, you know? I'm just not interested in seeing Usman fight anymore. Like, that was it. Yeah, I mean, even if you won that, I would have said, yeah, just hang it up. Like, go out on a win, you know? But, like I said, my thing is that it's not that he lost. Like, I don't care, really. Well, I care a little bit because at the end of the day, there's got to be some level of integrity and, you know, consistency leveled out. And, you know, these people out here, these fans and bitch-ass journalists and all that, they don't have it. They threw Colby out there after the fight. I mean, again, pointless. Like, that fight is not – I mean, that's not even a good fight, that. I mean, Colby can go in there and just wrestle Leon for 5 rounds and throw him and ragdoll him. Colby ain't all, like, there either physically. I mean, you know, he looked like shit against Usman. I mean, he can fight Colby, but he's too small. Like, I don't think he's big enough for that division. He's big enough, but you know what I mean? Like, Leon Edwards is 6'2", dude. Like, you know, he had a bit of weight on and a bit of inches to his height. I mean, you know, he's fucking Israel Adesanya, essentially, you know? And God, does he ever try one to fight like him? I'm trying to look. I'll look up the Colby thing. Did he go in the cage? Let me see. My neck is killing, man. I did my neck today at the gym. It's killing. Man, so many people are butthurt about this decision going Edwards' way. Like, why do you need to defend the decision that you... If you guys think he won so convincingly, then okay, cool. Colby Covington. He's backstage. He's in the press conference. Colby is next no matter what. Oh, he didn't go in the cage. That's right, because yeah. Oh yeah, Bilal Muhammad, that bitch ass. That guy that runs his mouth. They'll probably put him up against him next. See, that's what I wanted. Once Usman beat Leon, then they could have run the Colby fight back. Then they could have done Bilal, and then that would have been that. That would have been what? 6. That would have been 8 title defenses, and he would have been on par with GSP. But, you know, they found a way to rob him, and they found a way to, you know, Kill off the legacy, man. It says in the title, legacy stolen. They stole that man's legacy. They stole it against Leon, and they stole it tonight or today or whatever. Wherever you are in the world, I keep saying that for some reason. Oh, it's all good, man. Enjoy your fucking win. Enjoy your cheap ass win. Eye poke, low blow, fence grab, glove grab. Come on. How can you not have at least 2 points taken for that? That's cheating. That's cheating, but no one wants to hear it. All you fuckers claim Usman grabs the fence, which is a lie for one. Okay? There's a difference between having your fucking finger caught out and then trying to pull it. Like when you ram for a takedown and your fucking hand goes through the fence, why do you think the guy injures his hand all the time? Because these guys defend so hard and he drives into the fence and his fucking finger hits the wire on the fence and like crushes his fucking hand almost. And he's trying to pull it out even when he's in the clinch. But you bitch asses out there keep saying that he's a fence grabber. Well, tonight I got fucking debunked again. Because your boy grabbed the fence. You grabbed that shit hard, man. You grabbed it hard. Like, Daniel Cormier is not going to talk about that because Daniel Cormier is an op. Daniel Cormier interviewed Usman this week. If I was Usman's publicist or whatever, if part of his management, his PR, I would have said, don't give that motherfucker an interview. He shit on you when you lost that fight. Don't give him an interview. Once you shit talk me when I lose, you ain't getting my access. You ain't going to talk to me at all. No, sir. Not at all. And what bugs me the shit out of this is the fact that they will probably do Bilal Hamid versus Usman next. They'll probably do that next, and Bilal will get a massive fucking payday for it. He'll get a massive payday for it. Oh, he will get a fucking massive payday. Believe that. He's been talking all this shit for the last 3 years about Usman. He's been talking shit about Colby, but he knows Colby's booked up. So he's going to switch it up real soon. He's going to switch it up real soon. Believe that. He's going to switch it up real soon. So, yeah, I'm going to wrap it up in a few, but that's just my thoughts on it. I mean, it's a bunch of bullshit, man. Usman should retire. I keep saying it, man. When you lose, you can't continue like this. You can die from this shit. And I feel like people really don't understand that. Like, it's just bullshit. So, yeah, I mean, I'm done, man. I'm done with this stream at least. But I'll I'll essentially touch on it later and just make community posts because I'm allowed to. I'm allowed to complain about this. I'm allowed to complain about it. So, regardless of the fact, I mean, it is what it is, But yeah, like, I honestly enjoyed the Gaethje fight. That was a good fight. I really enjoyed that, I enjoyed that fight. I want to watch the Marvin Vettori fight as well. But, yeah. Not everything was bad, huh? Got to take the positives. Yeah. But try Bilal Muhammad, that bitch. He's getting the shot next. I can smell it. I can smell it. I can smell it. So yeah. It's gonna be bullshit, just recycling trash fucking fights, man. Fights that mean jack shit. Fights that mean fuck all. Nothing becomes good at this. You can't lose in boxing or MMA or kickboxing maybe because you're only doing like 9 to 15 minutes of work and you're getting paid a lot in certain countries, So there's that, So I don't really mind that. But for this, like MMA and what do you call it? Boxing, I mean, pointless, man. People disagree, but holy shit, dude. I mean, give me a break, you know? These guys are getting their head punched in, dude. That's not a normal thing to do, you know? And again, you know, MMA, right? You're getting kicked in the leg. You know, you're fucking, you're not, physiologically, you're not right. You know, you get more tired with age. It's a net negative. Like, there's no benefit. Yeah, okay, payday. Payday what? You know, make investments. These guys got enough money to do that, you know? Your endorsements, your sponsorships, fucking make a YouTube channel. Shit, get super chats. You know, a lot of people are doing that these days, you know? Fucking be a model if you don't look messed up in the face, you know? Be an actor, you know? Be a public speaker. Run a business, you know? Shit, become a promoter, become a manager. He can do anything else but the fighting, you know? Anything else but the fighting. That's all I'm getting at, you know? That's all I'm getting at. I mean, that makes sense to me anyway. That makes sense to me, you know? Like, I mean, there's a reason Colby's continuing because he's got 3 fucking title shots now. 3 title shots. And I don't care if he's getting the shot. Because guess what? Burns and Masvidal, they decided to fight each other. Because Burns was fucking around in negotiations, knowing that Jorge had fucking a court case against him. And you mean to tell me that people are going to complain that Colby's getting a shot? Colby he bided his time, man. He's a smart dude in that aspect. He knows when to wait for the right time. He knows exactly. You know, that's just how it is. You know, you can't have it both ways. People just taking the piss, man. I swear down. I mean, let me look at these fucking rankings. I just got to pause this. Oh, my Lord. All right. UFC rankings. Oh, man. I mean, how much is Usman going to drop now, huh? Fucking 5 spots? Michelle Ferreira, Jack Della Maddalena. Oh, he'll fucking want a shot at Usman probably. Chiesa, Neil Magny, he'll start running his mouth even though he avoided the fight. Luque, they're not doing it. Sean Brady, Jeff Neal. Nah, come on. Chimaev, yeah, sure. Chimaev doesn't even fucking fight at welterweight anymore. He fights at middleweight. The guy fights at middleweight. He doesn't know what he's doing, that guy. 1 minute he's a welterweight, next minute he's a middleweight. Pick one. Pick middleweight so you don't weight bully. How about that? You know? Do that instead. You know? Be a man about it. You guys preach about being men all the time, being straight up. Be straight up with it then. Just stay at middleweight. Do that then. Fucking ridiculous. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up. You know, I've gone long enough on this. About half an hour worth of it. So, pretty much. So, yeah. Peace out. Leon is a punk, a coward, and a cheater. And that is my closing statement.